All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live, coming at you from south of the border. Yep, told you I was leaving the country, and I did. So, anyways, I hope all of you out there are having a good weekend, a good night. I most definitely am. I feel very at ease. So I guess what I'll do is open my chat on this device and browse the web on my other device. It's an open chat. I don't really have anything in particular to talk about tonight. I did a little bit of a breaking news stream over on the IP2 Wiki Info YouTube channel when it comes to a recent news story about a murder. A psycho decided to murder the person that they were stalking, who happened to be a podcaster. And I think we're just, you know what, I've been thinking for a while that there have been a lot of these types of news items out there, but details in regards to what the person did, meaning whether they be a streamer or a podcaster or some sort of an online entertainer, I think knowledge of that has been squelched, mainly just to prevent panic. But we are living in an age where a lot of people truly don't understand boundaries. And a lot of people seem to take a lot of issue with rejection, much more so than ever before. And I think it's leading to a lot of murders, and if not solid murders, near murders, people getting very hurt. So there have been a few things that have happened to me over the past couple of years to where I've shared, but I didn't go into extensive detail, mainly because I didn't want to give certain people attention. But if this trend continues of people who are internet personalities turning up dead, being murdered, I think I am going to go into detail when it's come to a few things that I've dealt with that I've actually just kind of let go. You know, those of you who follow me know that I contend with basically a pack of people who have banded together who talk shit about me, okay? And would you like to know why a lot of people talk shit about me? Because I rejected them. I have the type of mindset, and I wasn't always this way, but after just learning how the world works and realizing what my tolerance level is for certain things versus not for other things, I got to the point to where I decided, you cross certain lines with me, you bring a certain level of stress into my life, I'm cutting you off, and there's no going back. That's how I am. I understand that the way that I live my life has been hurtful to some people, but guess what? Get over it, because I don't give a fuck. Because I have rejected some people, these people have found each other, because truth be told, they've all been losers to begin with. And they continue to stalk me, harass me, hammer at me, try to get my attention, tell tall tales about me, perpetuate lies about me as if they're fact. I haven't gone into as much detail about this as I probably should have with some people who I've had to cut off in my life. Mainly because, like I said, I haven't wanted to give them attention. But at this point, especially after reading that news story that I did about the woman and her husband getting murdered by some obsessed stalker who couldn't handle rejection, I think what I am going to have to do is something that a family member suggested to me in regards to going ahead and taking legal action against certain people. I mean, I've had one person who I rejected go as far as to lie about me to police recently. And it's being taken care of. But, and when I say it's being taken care of, it's being taken care of legally. But I really kind of wanted to let it go because this person who did it is a mother. And I know that she's mentally ill, but I'm going to have to go ahead and get a goddamn restraining order on her. And she's already on probation. But I have to do it because I didn't realize that there were some people talking about me to the extent that they're talking about me, because I choose not to look at it. But some of the lies that are being told about me are so extreme to where, you know, it's just so extreme at this stage. Oh, you know, I live a very blessed life when I really think about it compared to a lot of people. But I also live a little bit of a cursed life because my life is so blessed. Definitely. Most definitely. You know, it's been a curse, even though I did have some good times during that stage of my life. It's been a curse having made the choice to have done adult movies. Specifically due to having been being a Black woman. Because almost any time I'm just platonic friends with a guy, he lies and says that I slept with him. Every time, almost. And it's a shame because I actually prefer to be friends with males opposed to females. But I mean, so many men nowadays, it's so important to them to have bragging rights of having slept with certain people, right? And it doesn't matter how kind I am to the person or how much I might give them respect. They still, you know, if they think they can get away with it, they do it. No matter, you know, how much it might hurt me or if it damages my friendship with them, or even if they know that I would never talk to them again. It's that important to them to be able to say, oh, I slept with her, even though they didn't. It's so sick. It's so sick. And, you know, it's insulting. It's not just insulting, but it's like, I guess that's how I know who my real friends are, you know? A girlfriend of mine, I'm not going to say who, but she and I were talking a little earlier today. And she was like, well, I don't even believe this one cat because he's not your type. And I'm like, I know. But simply because I've said that I like certain traits in the past, just because he might be able to tick off some of those boxes, people believe him. And she was like, yeah, but still, why would people believe him? And I'm like, I just think people like a juicy story sometimes. I think that's what it is. But it is frustrating to me, because the truth is, even though I worked in adult entertainment, I can pretty much tell you exactly how many people I've slept with in my life. I remember every single person. And when you have all these other people trying to link themselves to me, it elevates that number, and I don't like that, because my number isn't so high. What did people call it? A body count. My body count isn't that high, despite my having worked in adult films. I don't like people who put forth the lie that I was ever an illegal prostitute, because I never was. You know what was really hurtful to me? When that black woman who went by the name Miss Parker was telling lies about me. And I tried to rationalize with her, you know? I tried to reach an understanding, because she's substantially younger than I am. By about 10 years. She doesn't look it. She looks old for her age. But I tried. I tried to even be friendly with her. And with her, I couldn't win. She's got a lot of people fooled. But I'll tell you this, she doesn't have everybody fooled. Her lies are in part why she lost her YouTube channel. She lied about too many people, about too many things that were too hurtful. I don't like that she was putting out the lie that I slept with that guy, Nuka Zeus, because I never did. I don't like that she was putting out the lie that I have AIDS or HIV, because I never have. I don't like that she basically sold herself out as an Uncle Tom for hire to go against targets of white supremacists who are black. It's been a very interesting past couple of years. Very interesting. I also don't like certain lies that she put out there in regards to my relationship with my family. I pity her, because I know that she has a lot of issues herself. But I never want to hear from her again, or any of her affiliates or any of her associates, you know? It's a little frightening sometimes, having a certain level of celebrity, knowing that people hate watch you, knowing that people are looking for any little tidbit of something that you say to where they can twist it and misconstrue it. And nowadays, you have people looking for anything that you say just so that they can try to formulate or manufacture a lawsuit against you if they think that you got some money. It's getting pretty bad. But when you live your life on a certain level, that's what happens. And I'm happy to have the kind of life that I do. I'm glad that I got divorced when I did. I'm really glad that that marriage didn't work out, you know? Because I would be miserable. I would be so miserable. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have any children. Because I would feel so trapped. Absolutely, I would. I'm so glad I'm not a smoker or a drinker anymore. Man, I think I cut that shit out of my life just in time. Just in time. Because, you know, your body does speak to you if you really listen. If you really, really listen. And I never was a consistent smoker or drinker, you know, more of a binge person. But even at the end of my binge drinking, I didn't do it that often. And I kind of knew not to. I just found out that a girlfriend of mine who I went to high school with, we were both on the same cheerleading team together, and didn't really live similar lifestyles, but she was a little bit of a wild child too. I just found out that she'd passed away. And I was like, wow. She was a heavy drinker, heavy smoker too. You know, oh, I'm doing good tonight, Joe. Thanks for asking. You look at some people who are in their 30s who smoke and drink a lot. I mean, they look rough. They look real rough. And I just don't want that look. Today is March, well, tomorrow. It's already today, I guess. But March 12th, I'm heading into my 3rd month of total sobriety. And I see the physical difference in myself. I've lost weight, getting my body where I really want it to be. I've thought about doing a new photo set. I've thought about it, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I could right now and it would be spectacular, but I want to be a little bit more than spectacular, you know? But I definitely made the right choice when it came to shifting my life substantially this year. I definitely did. I can't let anyone in my life anymore who drinks or smokes. Not at all. You know, one of my motivational tools to stay on track is just looking at old video clips of me smoking or drinking. And I'm disgusted by myself. Seeing that keeps me on track. When I think about certain people that I allowed into my life, when I was smoking and drinking in a binge fashion, I'm disgusted with myself because I look at them and I see how disgusting they truly were now. You view people a lot differently from a completely long-term sober mindset. I look at some people that I was around not too long ago, and I listen to what they have to say to me or about me, and I kind of say to myself, well, you know what, Alexandra, you kind of deserve it. You kind of deserve having to contend with people lying about you or talking trash about you because you viewed yourself as trash to have allowed yourself around those people, to have lowered your guard by binge drinking at that time. This is your punishment. That's how I really see it. And that's why I know I'm going to be sober for the rest of my life. Hindsight truly is 2020. And I do understand why certain people can't keep my name out of their mouth. Because I was too good for them, and it bothers them that I'll never talk to them again. It bothers them that it's public out there that they weren't good enough to be in my life or be my friend. Yeah. Like I said, when I determine you cannot be in my life, I mean it. There's no second chances, no going back, because I really don't give a fuck. And I want you to hate me. I want you to be upset at me. Because I know that's just deflection. Because you hate yourself. Anyone who hates me hates themselves much more. So, what else is going on with me? Me. Life is good. Usually I do an audio update when it comes to the vitamins and the supplements that I'm taking. But what I'll do, I'll just splice this out and make this into an official update for that. Because a certain group that I'm working with, they do need updates on occasion. So, my dosage has been increased when it's come to a supplement that I'm on, which I will not name until 6 months from the start date go by. And I mean, I can't even explain the level of clarity that I have mentally. Big difference. Physically, I'm feeling phenomenal. I think it's possible that this particular supplement sped up the restoration process of my lungs from when I stopped smoking. Because there was a time in the past when I stopped smoking too. And I remember the recovery process And I was never a heavy smoker, but I remember the last time that I stopped smoking, and that was about the year 2015, because I'd just gotten back to Southeast Florida. And I remember it taking me substantially longer to feel good running again, doing like medium level cardio and everything. But this time, the restoration and I guess you would call it rehabilitation time frame, it was substantially shorter. And I do think it had to do with the supplements. Now, also, I have been drinking a lot of pineapple juice, and pineapple juice does help to clean out your lungs. So that could be a part of it too. I'm not sure, but I do know that other people who have been on these supplements have reported similar findings to me when it's come to having quit smoking or drinking or whatever other vice they may have. I was actually telling a family member about this. Genetically, I have bad knees, low cartilage, but my knees seem to be improving substantially. And I've just been noticing it during cardio sessions, running specifically. So that's really about the only updates that I have since increasing that dosage. But again, I'll be interested to see how it goes. So far it's going well, no side effects, which is great. So let's see what else. What else do I feel like rambling about? I've really been enjoying playing Tetris lately. I've really been enjoying it. That's kind of my thing now. It's a fun game. I've been playing some other video games too, though. But Tetris is my favorite. That was the game that drew me into doing a bit of gaming, you know? So I've been having fun with that. What else? I've been enjoying reading the Bible in the mornings. Doing that every morning has really improved my mood substantially. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing a page-by-page reading of the Bible. And it's just something about the Bible that I really like. I think most people who are Christians just feel this way. I really do. So, I've been doing that. And I really just kind of like my routine right now. I don't plan on adding anything else to my life at this phase. Not at all. I'll keep up with my little live stream shows that I like to do on occasion. I kind of have another idea for just a different sort of angle when it comes specifically to a certain network of streamers. Because now more than ever, I see very clearly how quite a few people who watch streamers specifically do donate to them in effort to expedite their demise. And I kind of want to talk about that because I'm not necessarily against it. I mean, it's kind of like the last thing that you should want to be is a popular live streamer, because it's nothing but to your detriment. You know, there's some people out there that are like, nobody really chats in your chat. Yeah, I made it that way. I don't want a lot of people to watch me. I only want the right people to watch me. And I don't particularly want to interact that much. I like being output. I don't need your input. Not at all. Well, it's getting kind of late. I don't stay up so late anymore. So I'm going to go to bed. It's not going to be a sleep stream. I'm just logging off. So, catch you later.